Hey guys, welcome to Rockin' the Country. I'm Don, and today I am doing a song just that I wanted to do. I was listening to a Blake Shelton CD the other day, and as coincidence has it, I didn't plan this out, but if you watched my video on believing in another person, I talked about my friend Lindsay, who has passed. If you watched the video, you would have picked up on that. But interestingly, she sent me this CD. Blake is on Warner Nashville, and she's the Northeast radio rep for, Warner Nashville. So she had the whole, northeastern part of the country, the quadrant, basically, and she's very good at what she did. But she sent me Blake's CD, and on it was Old Red. And, there are a number of songs on this album that I liked a lot. So anyway, this is off of his 2008 album, his eponymous album. So it's titled Blake Shelton. So let's just get right into this. Let me put these bad boys on. This is a review, not a reaction. I know this song because I've heard it numerous times, and I like it. But it's a good story. Here we go. Starts out with a mood.
Well, I caught my wife with another man, and it cost me 99.
Whoops.
On a prison farm in Georgia, close to the Florida line.
Florida-Georgia line.
Well, I've been here for 2 long years. I finally made the warden my friend. And so he sentenced me to a life of ease, taking care of old Red.
A life of ease.
Now old Red, he's the damnedest dog that I've ever seen. Got a nose that can smell a 2-day trail. He's a 4-legged tracking machine. You can consider yourself mighty lucky to get past the gators and the quicksand beds.
That would suck.
But all these years that I've been here, ain't nobody got past Red. And the warden sang, "Come on somebody, why don't you run? Old Red's itching to have a little fun. Get my lantern, get my gun. Red'll have your treat for the morning come."
That just sort of ominous setting. But this story, you could just picture it. I have zero difficulty imagining what is going on in this scene, and yet it's not just so, it's a compelling story. How many songs have quicksand beds in it? You're like, oh God. How many of us haven't imagined in our mind at some point, once we learned about quicksand the first time in our life, whether we were 5 or 10, I don't mean by experience, I mean even in school or just from a friend or a relative, just what quicksand is. They'd be like, well, that sucks, man. And then the more you move and try to swim, the faster you sink. Like, oh, God. So the imagery in this song is tremendous, but this little dog, nobody's ever gotten by Red. So it's funny, when I first started listening to the song, too, for whatever reason, I would always sing, when I'd sing along with the song, that he's a 4-legged sniffing machine. And I tried retraining my brain to say he's a 4-legged tracking machine, but I got it now. But I got to say, for the first 50 times, I kept saying he's a 4-legged sniffing machine, because that's how the imagery just had Old Red sniffing along the trail. All right, here we go.
Well, I paid off the guard and I slipped out a letter to my cousin up in Tennessee.
Long way.
On he brought down a blue tick hound. She was pretty as she could be. Well, they pinned her up in the swampland about a mile just south of the gate. And I'd take old Red for his evening run. I'd just drop him off and wait. And the warden sang, come on somebody, why don't you run? Old Red's itching to have a little fun.
I love this.
Get my lantern, get my gun. Red'll have you treat for the morning come.
I love the chorus.
Now old Red got real used to seeing his lady every night.
His lady.
And so I kept him away for 3 or 4 days and waited till the time got right. Well, I made my run with the evening sun, and I smiled when I heard him turn Red out. 'Cause I was headed north to Tennessee, and old Red was headed south. And the warden sang, come on somebody, why don't you run? Old Red's itching to have a little fun. Get my lantern, get my gun. Red'll have you treat for the morning come. Now there's red-haired blue ticks all in the south. Love got me in here and love got me out.
Gotta love it. In there, like with the harmonica. I've always thought that a better line to that song where the conclusion is, love got me in here and love got me out. I've always thought a better line was cheating got me in here because his wife cheated on him, and cheating got me out. Old Red cheated on the warden by going to see his woman instead of going, doing what he was supposed to be doing. But he's a dog. That's just that is just a good song. I mean, on so many, the instrumentation you could feel the prison farm. You could feel it, the stifling heat at the Florida-Georgia line there. But then he took off north to Tennessee and all that. I love that song. So let's see. All right, I'm going to rate this one. It's been a while. I think the last Blake song I did was Hillbilly Bone. Well, who did he do that with? Trace? I think he did that with Trace. Now, one Toby, that would have been Trace. So, okay. I'm going to give this, this is a good song. I mean, seriously, the lyrics, the chorus, the way Blake sang it. And Blake isn't my favorite balladeer. And I don't call this a ballad. I call this just a straight up storytelling song. So I'm going with an 8.8. This is a song right here. Seriously. This is one that you could always listen to. There's nothing faddish about it. So there it is. I did that for me. And I hope you liked it too. And for somebody out there commented a month ago about like how I don't like Blake or something like that, where I don't know where you get that from. I mean, I do like Blake. Shooter Jennings, I thought Shooter Jennings was responding to Blake and some others in contemporary music, but that doesn't mean I agree with it. I agree with some of it. I don't agree with all of it. So anyway, all that said, Blake Shelton, Old Red, 8.8. There it is. See you on another video, guys. Have a great day. Keep rocking the country.